Good morning, Fernando.
Hey,
Good morning.
How are you? Richard,
what's happening? Craig, what up,
Fernando,
Jay?
you got somebody new on here from Lorelei's podcast with you.
That's incredible. Who is that?
It is Rob from Vegas.
Rob from Vegas. What's happening, brother?
Oh, another beautiful morning.
Another beautiful morning. I love that. You are the second person I speak to from Vegas this week. Elle was there, I believe, on Sunday. So, like, Vegas is like the spot to be right now.
Vegas is sunny, but not too hot.
Fair enough, brother. Well, I saw that you guys were here having some beautiful conversation. Always brings me joy to come in and hear the movement alive and well. Energy is flowing. Things are hot. We're all really excited for this weekend. And a big congratulations to Jay for selling out his first event on the 4th. We're completely at capacity, and Fernando's trying to sneak some people in the back door. Integrity-based human influence will not allow it. So congratulations, Jay. That is a huge accomplishment. You're an example for the entire movement of what it looks like to truly commit, put your head down, and create a merger network. That is insanely exciting. And I say that also to let you know.
You got some feedback going on.
My apologies. I think it's done now. Thank you, Craig. Okay. So yes, I share that for not only to acknowledge Jay, I share that also to mention what's possible. When you commit to the formula, you begin to share, beautiful mergers happen. So let's jump in. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Unblinded Sales Mastery Morning Huddle, where we talk every single morning from 8:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time about the fun and excitement of exponentially growing your sales. My name's Fernando, and I'm excited to be here with you every single morning. It is 8:30. Sean, let's check in. Are you here with us? All right, so let's jump into one share. Sean will be jumping in momentarily. Always like to open up to new members, or we had some beautiful leadership by Dan yesterday, introducing Omar from Geneva. Is there anyone in the group that is new and has never spoken, or is there anyone in the group who has invited a guest and would like to introduce that guest to the group? So let's open it up, 2 seconds. If not, anyone else in the group, please share what you're present to on Trajectory Tuesday. So 2 seconds, anyone new or anyone that would like to introduce someone?
Hey, Fernando.
Hey, what's happening, Jay?
Hey, I just want to say thank you for acknowledging the event. And I just want to throw it out there that the reason this event, not the reason the event's happening. I mean, this is something I've definitely wanted even before Unblinded. I wanted the mic, I wanted the stage, and I wanted to talk. I wanted to be in front of people. But with Unblinded, the power of ecosystem merging was very present to me, because the opportunity of Bonefish actually, it was a culmination of reasons. It evolved, but it was because he saw a video I did on ecosystem merging, and it was just something he'd never heard before. And he asked, how do we merge ecosystems? How does this work? And it kind of was born there. Power of the mic and the stage and the power of ecosystem merging truly changed the trajectory of this event and catapulted it forward. And like I said, in 5 days, actually the owner of Bonefish called me, the GM of Bonefish called me and said we can open up to 95 people instead of 70. So we did that yesterday, and I think we're already full to 95 as well.
I love it, brother. So
yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, what's happening, Sean? Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Fernando.
No, please take it away.
Can I just add one last
morning,
thing to that?
Happy Trajectory.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Jay. Don't go anywhere.
It's also Circle of Excellence Day that night. There's an awards dinner for top realtors, and we have top realtors foregoing the awards dinner to come to our event. So just wanted to shout that out.
That's awesome.
Dude, that is crazy. And Jay, that's such a
Good morning.
example of just taking massive action in the situation. And so everything about Trajectory is about shifting momentum. And the momentum shift that happens, or as momentum begins to shift, and there's like gravitational pull towards things, that's when things start moving forward. And so, Jay, that's such a beautiful example to hold out for everybody that's out there. And just for example, Jay, what are some of the outcomes so people can get some more tangible? Because I think it could absolutely get confusing at times, saying, okay, I'm going to do an event, now what? And some people that I have trained over the years have done speaking, have done events, And because they haven't had specific outcomes in mind, less happens than at times than they would otherwise hope. And like, oh, I did a speaking engagement, not much came from it, because they're thinking it's singularly about direct referrals, which of course it's about direct referrals, but it's about many other things. So, Jay, just overall, so we're like giving you a quick couple minutes that's in service of everyone, but definitely in service of you to maximize your outcome. What are you thinking are the top outcomes for you? Now, everybody's going to, Jay may say, oh, well, I want to give value, I want to add value, and that's awesome. We do want to add value and we want to give value. We'll talk about how to do that and what that looks like in speaking for sure. But specifically for you, if you can have it all your way, what are the outcomes that come out of it aside from the value you add for other people? What do you directly get besides the feeling of contribution, service, value add? What else do you get tangibly?
So it's funny you say that, because I was having a conversation with my wife and Rob Gill, and I think sometimes when this question's asked us, we almost feel bad giving the answer that we want. But there's 3 outcomes here. There's 4 outcomes, I guess, technically, the one you just said about the value. But the top outcome here is to spread the message and the training of Unblinded to the real estate community, because I truly feel that communication and culture and language are something lacking in the industry, and it would make for much smoother transaction, much more frictionless transactions, not just if we were all on the same team on our real estate company, but if we were all on the same page in language and communication and integrity-based human influence. So that's number 1. Number 2, it's to gain exposure for 194 Real Estate Group. We are a newer firm. We are rocking and rolling, and I think a lot of that is to do with the training that we get at Unblinded. We have, I think, 3, including myself, 4 out of the 7 team members that we have are all on the huddle calls every morning, and it's changed their whole outlook on how they do their business. So it's really, changed the trajectory and momentum of them. And then number 3 would be to make some money, Sean, to be quite honest with you. I have a lot of big plans, a lot of things we want to do, a lot of things we want to accomplish, and literally none of them are free. So I have to be making money in order to do those things in service of everyone else and myself and my family and my legacy. And that's what we're doing it for. And I can't wait to grab that mic and stage, Sean. Can't wait to be standing next year.
Yeah, but Jay, help us, and let's keep digging in, because we can't maximize anything we can't measure and monitor. So when you say, back up half a step, so when I'm hearing you say this could be a potential recruiting ground for you, for people down the road, is that true or not true?
That's correct. That's true.
Yeah, so awesome. So this is a mechanism to recruit. You're leveraging the energy and momentum and some of the people in Unblinded and the speaking skills of those people to co-create and social proof you. Fair statement?
Completely fair statement. What I love about this, every recruiting event that I've ever been to felt like a recruiting event, and which is exactly why when Rob asked me, do I want to gain it? Do we want team members out of this? Do we want people to? We do, but it's almost hard for me to say, because although it's our main intention is to grow our business and to spread what we do as a company, it's very difficult for us sometimes to say that we're recruiting, and I'm not sure why. So I'm getting over that. We're flicking that fear away. This event is 100% going to add an immense amount of value to everyone there, but it's also going to bring a lot of attention to 194 Real Estate Group, Team Levine, Unblinded. We plan on, making money with Mastery. We plan on adding people to our crew. We plan on having 1,000 more events like this, and Bonefish, as great as 100 people is, next month we're going to have to find a new venue.
So
that's absolutely unbelievable. Yeah, please, somebody jump in. Who's that?
So this is Erica. I'm the realtor in New York, and I was not aware of what was really happening, and then I started to follow. And who you're being has inspired me to do something that's similar in my state. Just so you know, and I was thinking you just have such an impact. The word that's resonating with me when you're recruiting. Yes, we could do that. But I'm more thinking the impact that you're going to have for realtors, starting to another state. I'm thinking, okay, massive value, and unblinding realtors to what's possible in their lives and not feeling uncomfortable to talk about, and not just realtors, any human, to talk about money and talk about abundance and talk about wealth and talk about, just that's just dreams and put a dollar sign on it because it costs something, and not feel uncomfortable to have that conversation, and really continuing to unblind people and see things that they might not be able to see, and get in front of them, because every day there's different challenges we experience as realtors, as humans, and you are just extraordinary. And so, Sean, you can count on me, and I know that there's someone else in the call that's going to be doing this with me, but I'm going to be doing it in New York.
Yeah, no, thank you, Erica. And here's the key for everybody. The way I built so many of the aspects of the law firm over time was doing exactly what Jay is doing, by adding massive value to other people in the community, by building relationships with people that I didn't otherwise have relationships with. And as that value add kept coming in place for everybody, there was massive acceleration for me. So let me be more specific, because those are some general statements that I'm making. So being more specific, it's taking relationships that exist for people. Medical practices were one huge example, but I also did it for businesses and business owners. And as I was accelerating in booking engagements and bringing people and teaching things and adding energetic value, they became my clients. I wasn't even talking about doing medical revenue recovery. It wasn't the space that I was operating in. It wasn't the space that I was playing predominantly. What I ended up doing at the highest levels was just adding massive value for people over time, and they just became my clients. We would talk at events for an hour about practice development acceleration, the formula, and then these people would then become clients. And this is what it looked like, and this is what happened over a period of incredible amounts of time, and that's how we accelerated. So when I say, I never stopped teaching the formula, it's not just words. I was doing it with medical practices forever, and they were becoming our clients. And that's exactly what Jay is doing. So you could take any vertical you want from the perspective of recruiting, and eventually Jay could be running seminars and working with people. Jay could be running seminars and working with people about their life and accelerating anything, and those could be potential home buyers. So if you look at the models of people that go out and speak and do things on stages, these are often people that leverage their skill set, they leverage their time in massive ways. And look at anybody that's out there who has a microphone and a stage, and what they're doing is they're leveraging their time, adding massive value, and finding different ways to capitalize. So Jay is just following that model, which is exactly the idea of what this is supposed to look like. So for you out there, if you haven't had an event planned, put a flag in the ground, make a decision, and move something forward. And it's an event you could assemble for yourself. It's speaking engagements that you can generate with other people. But on this Trajectory Tuesday, it's about creating momentum. And the momentum that Jay is creating is based on the energy he feels here. And he's an example, and feed off of his momentum. I'm going to feed off of his momentum. You feed off of his momentum. We feed off of each other's momentum. And this is what the huddle is supposed to sound like. So,
Sean,
Jay,
one more thing. I think that one more thing I also wanted to share that you shared on one of the modules was that it's, I don't know the words used. There's something like it's challenging when you're not in the formula, and having a conversation. And yesterday I was catching up with a gal from Tony Robbins. We hadn't spoken in about 6 weeks, and we're talking at each other, just, oh my gosh, and this and this and all this, and I was like, whoa. We're interrupting each other just to share everything. And I was like, hold on a second. She is committed to actually being, what's that thing called, when doing interventions, right? After going to business mastery, she wanted to do interventions. That's what she's committed to. And I was talking at her, and all of a sudden I stopped, and I'm like, I'm so not in the formula. She's not getting anything about what's going on, because I'm just vomiting. And I acknowledged that, and I was like, I'm so sorry. We're just talking at each other. Can we create another call where I add massive value to you, and I really listen to you, and I help you get to where you need to go, because I know you're committed to doing interventions, and I know that there's a way that you can exponentially grow your impact. And I was just so excited, and I wasn't present, that I was throwing up my ideas on you. And he's like, yeah.
And for all of us, that exists. So if you're texting with somebody and you send a lengthy text, and their answer back, this is to all of us, right? Their answer back is, thank you. You can hallucinate that maybe they were busy, but maybe they're saying, I need a little less communication. Maybe they're beginning to feel slightly overwhelmed. So our level 5 listening is always dialed in to the feedback we're getting in all directions from around us. So that's an excellent example. Does anybody else have any other wins or things that they would like to share? Wins, trajectory, Tuesday, acceleration. Jay, awesome job. It doesn't have to be that you have a 100-person event.
Hi, Sean. This is Monica.
Hey, Monica, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you. Hi. So I just wanted to share my first big win. So last week you helped me out with, getting ready for a radio interview. And so yesterday morning I had that and I followed everything you told me. I really kind of, practiced that. And I had a wonderful response. They were like, wow, we want to hear more about you. This is fascinating. And they called me later and the manager wanted to speak with me. I didn't get to actually talk with them yet, but, I'm excited. This works. So I just wanted to share that. Thank you so much.
You are so welcome and congratulations. And for all of us, here's the deal. Trajectory shift is about action. And again, it goes through the arduous stage. We're putting in massive amounts of effort, feeling exhausted, not getting to where we want to go yet, feeling like our mind lies to us, our nervous system lies to us. And then we begin to create a breakthrough to more of a linear return in the early stage momentum. And then it's less effort, more return. It's just how it works, right? It's how it works. So for you right now, the action steps are shoot videos. The action steps are start reaching out, communicating with people in the formula to book speaking engagements for yourself. The ecosystem merge, so you're creating access to the worlds of other people and adding massive value. At that massive value, at this juncture, is something that we all do together. That's fantastic. Like what's happening with Jay. Or just singularly, like what Monica's doing, where Monica, got a radio interview, did a fantastic job. So with that said, we also have coming up this weekend, for those that can make it, and if you can, please do. We have Tony Robbins' birthday. We have our ecosystem merger and public speaking acceleration with Joseph McClendon on Sunday morning. So incredibly exciting weekend full of momentum that's happening. So if you can get there, get there. There are still some seats remaining, but no joke. I purchased somewhere around close to 200 tickets. And we are rapidly closing in on having all those tickets taken. I think we're already into the 130s and 140s in total. And we're expecting that to be wrapped up, I think, today. Jared, fair statement? What's cooking?
Just checking as we speak. So it looks like the tickets are completely filled right now for Tony Robbins' birthday. So that's really cool. And
so that number was 100. That number was 187, I think, including all the full part of it. And you're saying that right now
we have 180. We have 180, so I'll create 7 more spots. So for everybody out there, there's 7 more spots in about 3 seconds that'll exist. So yeah, so that went for. There was about 150 or 140 tickets that were taken as of in one day yesterday. So that's very cool. And the public speaking boot camp has 26 more spots. So I'm sure by the end of today, that will also be filled. So that means get there. And if you don't have a ticket for that we set up, get your own ticket. Like this goes to a really good cause. Like everybody should be present. This is going to be an amazing party. Find a way to get there. And we still have 26 spots left for the public speaking boot camp with both Sean and Joseph McClendon, 3 hours. The first 45 to 60 minutes is going to be ecosystem merging, 90 minutes of training, and then another 30 minutes of ecosystem merging. So get there. The information is inside the platform. It's inside the Facebook group. It's everywhere. If you can't find it, call us at 863-862-5463. But yes, acceleration is taking place, Sean.
Yeah, awesome. Listen, it's Trajectory Tuesday. We're going to keep it tight for today. We're going to keep keeping it tight. Take action, shoot videos, pick up the phone, make phone calls, but be in the formula. Don't benefit, throw. Be in the formula. Listen to elicit tunes, and yes, understand and build rapport. Here, people don't have time to do it, and you be the one to say, listen, I can hear that you sound stressed and full of time, stress right now. Like we're not going to talk right now. Is there a better time I can call you, or I'll call you at some point in the future? The more people feel safe in terms of terminating a conversation with you, the more your acceleration. Unblinding people is not about pushing. It's not about pushing. It is about being direct. It is about being the formula, and being the formula is getting the feedback of like, this is not a good time. Like, this is not a good time. So just listen deeply so you feel safe. You're the one that's giving people safety. That's what's up. And keep taking massive action. Don't fixate on one person. Don't fixate on one person. Realize there's endless ecosystems that are out there, and keep the acceleration going, being in consistent communication with people. Hey, Dress Tuesday, you guys are amazing. Jay, fantastic job. Monica, thank you, and let's go get it.